Welcome back. In this lecture, I introduce you to the concept behind scraping dynamic and AJAX web pages. We will discuss every step necessary to scrape practically any dynamic or AJAX web page you may encounter. There are actually two different ways how you can scrape dynamic web pages. The first one is using a headless browser. This is a real browser, just without any graphical user interface. The most popular headless browser for Java is HTML Unit. The first problem with this approach is it's much slower than the second way, and it's way easier to detect because the headless browser executes every bit of JavaScript, downloads every tracking image included in the HTML. The second way is to reverse engineer and call the undocumented API directly. For this you can use your browser's developer tools. Also, this approach is very fast and it mostly returns already structured data, in this case XML or JSON, mostly because some web APIs will return HTML or HTML snippets. In this course, we used the second approach. Let's look at the concrete steps. The first step is to open the page in your browser and find the API endpoint using your browser's developer tools. Second step is to reverse engineer the API call. Just look at the parameters sent, the headers sent, maybe cookies. The third step is to replicate the API call with the UniRest Java library, we look at it in the next lecture, and parse the data returned. This is usually XML or JSON, and sometimes it's HTML. The fourth step is to extract the desired data, and the fifth step is to export your results. At the end of this section, you find a live example where all the steps are taken one by one in great detail. There you develop the skills needed to create your own dynamic web page scraper. You can find the slides of this lecture in the resource section for you to download. In the next lesson, we look at the UniRest Java library.